Excuse me, I got a little cough yesterday. I have a Thomas. Hopefully, I pronounced that correct. Um, from the Netherlands, Thomas. Thanks so much for joining us. A bunch of other people are coming in. If I don't say hi to you guys when you guys are logging in, I appreciate everyone's connecting with us here on the channel for Bangkok in Thailand. Um, Mark and I have traveled everywhere over the last, let's say, maybe 8 to 10 years. Me for South America and Peru, Costa Rica, Medellin, Colombia, Jamaica, and the whole Caribbean. Mark, the Philippines and Singapore, Australia, New Zealand. Weren't you in Japan a few months ago when I was talking to you on your cell? You were in Japan? No, you were.
Yeah, I'm in.
Mike might have been in Japan, but he's. I'm sorry. That was Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah, with all the pretty pictures and the beaches. It's like wow. So we're really glad to share our knowledge with you in a lot of great ways. So let's get started here for today. For today's live on Sunday, since it's 8:30. A few other people logging in, which is great, joining us here on our live broadcast today. Today we're going to be covering, let me see really quick what we labeled it. So today's live is the 20 popular lies that Thai bar girls tell here in Thailand. So once again, today's live is going to be really cool. It's got a lot of things of, when you talk to someone, you just don't know, are they telling the truth? Or they may have like a white lie, they really are only telling you half the truth. So this one, Mark and I titled this one 20 popular lies that Thai bar girls tell here in Thailand. Now, I think the list is probably a little different from Manila or Angeles in the Philippines. So we do like Bangkok or Thailand or Pattaya and Phuket and everything. So just checking our chats. We got a few heart messages. I love it. Thanks so much. We got a Ronald here. Hello, Ronald. Thanks so much for tuning in to us. 20 popular lies that Thai bar girls tell. Mark, before we start, I know everyone likes to hear your history, my history, stories and stuff. Anything you would like to start with today's video, or any stories that are gonna sort of like tell our viewers what to avoid or not to do?
All right. So first and foremost, I would like to greet everyone a happy Sunday evening here in Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm Mark, and we're here right now live with Eddie. We're talking about the 20 common lies that Thai bar girls always tell to their probable customers. Because as we all know, that Thailand is very famous not only for tourism and beautiful places to visit, but also they're very well known in terms of others, something like bar hopping. So here, I would like to share with you, me and Eddie, about what are the common lies or popular lies that always Thai women always tell their customers, so that they can trick them probably. Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, so you can start now.
Yeah, everyone, just really quick before we begin, I have a few friends from the United States, and then when I started visiting Thailand, I met a few people that were from London or Germany that were actually either in relationships or married a Thai girl. And, some of the, I think stories or the situations people get in is, I guess, not like asking good questions like when we get started, maybe not connecting with your new friend or your girl that you just found that you smile together, you enjoy each other's time, but then time goes on week after week, but you really didn't ask like the important questions, or you didn't sit down and say, hey, I'd like to cover 1, 2, and 3 with you today, right? Like maybe your parents, what's your financial situation, stuff like that. So one of my friends married a Thai girl, and he was sold a family, like sold them on, she's so awesome, and she does this, and right, they just wined and dined him. But when they got married and then they went back to the States, it was a complete opposite. And then what he found is she was also had somebody else she was involved with trying to, or I think she was already getting money. People call it a farang. Is that correct?
Farang.
Yeah. What is that term? A farang?
Farang is foreigner.
Oh, a foreigner.
Foreigner.
So they were already married, but then she's already like, I don't know, in another relationship with a farang, maybe from Germany, and then right, her family's trying to get money for him. Maybe she's saying that she's pregnant, those type of things. So that's my experience, here. So let's break right into it, everyone. I'm just going to check the messages here. I see a thumbs up from. It just says
Sonia.
So thank you for that thumbs up. That's awesome. I love it. As I get better, I'll know there's emojis and there's the little stars and things you could put on our lives that go into like comments, and if I respond, it has all these interactives and stuff. So let's jump into this. Yeah, the popular lies, Mark.
All right. So the first popular lie, the Thai bar girls always say that they don't say their true names. Sometimes, and also their ages. So sometimes when you do come to the bars, and you meet these beautiful, young, and vibrant ladies, when you ask for their name, then they don't say the real name. Instead, most of them they change it, because in Thailand they have their Thai names, and then sometimes what they do is they convert their Thai names into English. For example, if your name is Pornapit, and then probably once they don't like to mention their names, probably they make it short, like Joy, or probably May, or probably Im. Okay, and then sometimes when you do ask their ages, they don't say their real age. As a matter of fact, many Thai women possesses an extraordinary ability to appear much younger because of the help of makeup. They can make their faces look younger, but when you really try to look into their ages, they are like probably in their mid-20s, or probably in their 30s, or sometimes it depends on their faces. And sometimes some bar girls are below age how do you call this,
legal age.
Legal age. Some of them are working like 18 and below. Okay.
Now the cool thing is we were on a live a few weeks ago, and the question came up that says the gentleman asked, what should I do if I asked for her ID a few times and she still hasn't showed it? So Mark and I, our first two, or those are the most popular ones that we outlined the last few days putting this live together, was her age and her name. And I don't know if the Papasans train the girls for the names, because you don't want to say their parents' name. Maybe the parents don't even want to know that the girl's working there to make money for the family and things. But our suggestion was just to, same thing, sit down with her and say, I know we asked you a few times for your ID or your state ID, and you haven't shown it. There must be some reasons or some things you're hiding, from me. So honesty is best, especially if you're 3 or 4 months into the relationship. Things are going great. She likes you, you like her, but then there's some issues like, right, she won't show you her ID, right, as far as just making sure we take the bull by the horns and sit down with that person and ask them, up front. So that was step 1 and 2 for our popular lies that bar girls tell people from London, Germany, the States, and wherever.
Yeah. All right. So we jump into number two. So for my experience here in Thailand, I've been living here for more than 10 years. One of my experiences is that most of the Thai bar girls, they also lie about having children. Okay, so as a matter of fact, most ladies work um, in bars to support their families. That's the real truth. And if if ever they have a bad relationship with a young with their partners, they resort to look into a better option for them to support their families, like getting a job right away in bars because you can earn easy money by hooking into the probable customers, and ultimately for their partners, male partners, they don't offer child support. So the woman or the women who have children are the ones solving the problem of family support.
Sure, finances and money and send me
finances.
back. I met a lot of bar girls that say the same thing as far as just they're working, but they don't really work because they like it. It's more or less for the money of maybe their kids or their family or supporting the parents and things, financially. Uh, a lot of the girls are from the outskirts, so you'll see Laos, Isan. A lot of girls who say they're from Isan, Cambodia, so from different outskirts as far as coming to Bangkok or Pattaya.
And also, once the customers known that the Thai marketers have their children or family, sometimes the customers want to continue their journey with them. So they end up having no probable customers at night if ever that they say that they are still they are not single or they are not into a relationship and having these children of their own.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Mark, in certain ways, that when they take these jobs for any of the bars, I know we were at Pat Pong the other night, and it's a lot of karaoke bars. So, the girls are just trying to get drinks, right? And they get guys to order more drinks. That's how they, make their money. So I'm sure they're trained in a certain way
Yes,
what
definitely.
to say and how to say, right? They don't have kids, but
Correct.
maybe she already has 2 kids,
Yeah.
right? To make sure that, they still come off attractive for the men, and the men are thinking, well, she's available, right? She doesn't have kids. I would like to, pursue her more. So let's move on to the next big lie.
All right. So the third big lie is that most Thai girls, they always say that they don't have any boyfriends at all. As a matter of fact, because most bar girls, they look really pretty and they easily get a chance to be recognized by Thai men or probably foreigners because of their look and also their body structures. And most of the Thai women are slim by nature, and with that features, they can definitely easily hunt probable partners. And because of that, sometimes when they say they don't have any boyfriends, so they can easily get a probable customer, whether it's a foreigner who goes to the bar or probably a local.
In the States, there was a lot of things, because I bartended for about 15 years, so a lot of the women in the States would do a lot of almost similar things. They would have the low cut, almost like I'm wearing a V-neck to show off their cleavage. They would always tell their customers, right, that they don't have kids. Anything they would get more tips, especially as a bartender. A lot of the women I work with, they're, right, women talk to women a lot, so they're like, oh, don't talk about your kids, right? Just come off more attractive and less like you're like working to support a family and things. What else? Women in the States always wear like the leggings, even though they were illegal. Well, illegal, but the restaurant said you weren't allowed. Like, men can't wear like tights, but women would wear tights, even though it's not part of the uniform, just to get more tips, right? To show butt and legs and things. So same theory here in Thailand, right? When the girls take the job, I'm sure the Papa Sons talk to them and here's what to say, or a little bit of the training and stuff to make sure that you can leer, men and keep the money coming or keep the customers coming night after night, month after month, here in Thailand.
Yeah. And bar girls will never admit to having a boyfriend. And for many, the goal is to establish multiple relationships, which means that they can have one or more partners. And with each man that they are hooked into, they can make believe and probably uh, the customer can probably support them in their financial needs,
Sure.
and that could end up into a relationship. But then when they found out that this Thai bar girl has more or one or more partners, probably they will resort to broken relationship. Right.
I know for some of that going on for a girl once she hooks into a guy, she's yeah, onto the next target per se, and if she could wine and dine that guy a little bit. The thing about like women, they come off so cute and sexy, but then emotionally they're sort of I don't know how you'd say this, manipulating like
Correct.
the men that come into the bars. I'm single, I don't have any kids, I'm 20 even though she's 32, and then she already is trying to after hours or during the day because they probably start working at like 5 p.m, something like that, all the way to midnight. So during the day they're trying to date and get money from one guy and another guy and another guy. So yeah, it's interesting as far as that type of what would you call it, yeah, manipulation per se, as far as women and men.
Yeah. All right. So how about number four? What do you think is one of the common?
For number four, I just said uh, that what I wrote down is, let's just say you go into a bar and you like a girl and you're like, okay, so you share a few drinks and then you leave, and then a few days later you come back, right? And then you start connecting with the girl, right? You share your what's up, you connect.
Your social
Maybe,
media account.
yeah, maybe you even went to a place like this, Starbucks, and just had a drink and stuff. But here's what I wrote down for number four. You go to the bar and you say, hey, where is, a Thai girl, let's just say Susan. Where's Susan? And they're saying it's her day off. So usually what happens on a day off, if the Papasan or another girl says it's her day off, usually she's with another Farang, or she's trying to hook up with another person besides you. So that's what I put for number four, is watch out for when the club says it's her day off.
All right. For me, for number five, probably I can say that most Thai bar girls always say that they don't have. Uh, did I say boyfriend a while ago? Yeah. Okay, probably the next one. Uh, they never gone with a customer before. Meaning to say that these bar girls. Job is to leave the bar with customers as often as possible. That's
Sure.
Uh, how they earn their money. So if a lady claims she has never left the bar with a customer, don't believe her. Okay, she may be setting you up for a long distance relationship, okay, which is a bar girl scam, suggesting that she is different or not like the other girls to increase her appeal by claiming she is not a high mileage, and this is common lie among bar girls.
Sure. So if you ask somebody like, "Hey, let's do short time," right, where you have
Yeah.
to get a hotel room, I always suggest, gentlemen, on the live here today, I'm seeing how many we have. But try, if you are going to do short time, try not to go back to your hotel room. I know a lot of horror stories in like Pattaya and Phuket. Not too much as far as Bangkok as much, but just with the bar girls or the street girls that take something back to their hotel, and then maybe they were given a little pill, maybe they got knocked out, maybe they drunk too much, and they wake up and all their stuff is gone. So I always suggest just rent a room. I know when we were on Pat Pong the other night,
Yeah.
the rooms were 650 baht. So I could convert that for what that actually comes out to. Oh, $19.
$19.
So for a night, you're not going to deal with the headaches, the valuables stolen. Also, when we're in Pattaya, one of my hotel, maybe a few down, this was a few years ago, a girl was pounding on the guy's door, and I think it was like 10 of them. So she knows where your hotel's at. She goes into the hotel when you're not expecting, and maybe she wants money, maybe she's saying you got her pregnant, right? So try to avoid, going to your personal room for sure.
All right. Okay, for number 6. Okay, most Thai bar girls, when they meet customers, they always say, "Lo mak mak, lo mak mak." It means you are very handsome man, even though this is a little bit question mark because as you can see, most of the people who goes to bars like this kind of bars, they look old, probably old. They have tummies already, and then here comes the Thai bar girl say, "Oh, you're so handsome," and only to find out that they really wanted to have this customer, and then once they were able to get a customer, and this the journey begins of having probably is earning money, yeah, and probably they will date this bar girl, yeah. Okay, all right. So what do you think is number 7?
Number 7. Do you have number 7, or
Yeah.
I have a few that I put together?
Yeah.
My number 7 is a little different. It's not really like a popular lie. It's watching out as far as needing money. Now, what happens usually, maybe after the first date or two, there's usually we're off to some green flags or red flags. So I just put in needs money because I know we're talking about lies and sort of deception as far as bar girls and how they try to like wine and dine guys and right. We talked about their age. We said no boyfriends. I never did short time. I never left. With I never did a bar find with a guy. Right? They act like clueless or this is new, but right they've done it for the last 10 years. I just say needs money. So let's just say we're going out and we're at a little restaurant like here, like Starbucks. And right, we're having drinks. Or she gets a coffee, you get a coffee, and then she says, "Hey, my brother's sick," or "My dad is sick." Those type of little red flags. They usually come up pretty quick for like dating in like overseas countries. I know it's really big, like in Germany, as far as dating. Like overseas, what I hear. So some guys from like London or from the States trying to date European girls because it's a little different, right? I have blonde hair or red hair, and right they like the European type of like culture a woman brings and things. So usually maybe date 2 or 3. Well, they'll say, "My dad's sick. Can you give me 5,000 baht?" my brother is sick, something like that, where you already see. Now the big trap, Mark, is if I was in, was it Pattaya? It was Pattaya, and I was at a bar. I love swimming and I love exercising, but I was at a bar, and a guy was probably older than me. He probably in his 70s, so maybe let's just say 72. But he was arguing with Thai girl right at the bar, and I can speak a little Thai, not that, but I could understand. And she was saying something about like her family's sick. You already gave me whatever the heck it is. I'm just gonna say 20,000 baht. Why can't you give me another 20,000? So the stories just keep piling on, and once you give money on the first thing, then more money comes. More money is being demanded.
Yeah.
Now I know this is a different subject. But there was a guy that was doing The Bachelor, and it was really cool that he was on The Bachelor, but he didn't make it as far as dating the girl. But he was an NFL football player, and he always said from the first date of meeting, everything was Dutch. So I don't know, because men are usually always the first to say, "I'll buy you that." Oh, do you want dinner? Oh, I'll buy you that. And then she's like, "Oh, I want to get a new apartment," and they're like, "I'll buy." So you get in this trap. But somehow he did it, which was really cool. Maybe just communication. But he's like, everything was Dutch. She pays for her way, even on the first date. So there's no expectations. There's no when you pay for somebody, there's a what's it called? There's I guess an expectation. For something in return. So if you could do that well, where you set up dates, maybe you're even on your phone apps with dating apps in Thailand, then maybe you would even put, I know we're going to be meeting at the Amazon. I know it has a lot of the coffee shops too. So we're going to meet at Amazon Coffee, but you pay your way, I pay my way. This way, there's no, expectations or misleading other people for that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. So that's cool. All right. So next one, common lie. Probably when you meet a Thai bar girl, they and ask question about having a relationship with Thai guys or Thai men. Probably the answer is no. They don't have any relationship. She doesn't like Thai men. Why? It is because they don't find Thai men as attractive, and probably stating that they are poorly treated by them, and this often if that suspicion of having a local boyfriend or probable husband, and then making the bar girl seem more appealing to their customers. So in the end, once they say that they don't like Thai men, probably these foreign customers who they found in the bars might end up courting them, and this is the start of everything. What do you think?
That's good. It's a great point that you brought up for the subscribers here on the live for today. Absolutely. It's really good. What number are we on? Are we on 8 or?
No, we are number 10 now.
Oh, number 10. Number 10, what I wrote down is I don't feel well. Mark, I know we've been in relationships, both me and you. I've been in a lot of relationships, different, places, a lot of Asian girls, Latina girls, where else? American girls, what have you. Now, anytime that something comes up where you say, I'm not feeling well, right? Usually 3 dates in, we get a little touchy-feely, right? We like kissing and caressing and hugging and making that next step intimately, right?
Yeah.
When those type of things come up that says, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
And that's the 3rd date in, maybe the 4th or 5th date in. Like Mark said, she might have been with her farang last night.
Yeah.
Sure. Or earlier in the morning. So she visits you and I'm not in the mood. Or some of the girls, don't kiss me, or not right now. So that's what I put right there as far as just one of the lies Thai bar girls, tell. So once again, sort of trying to lead you on, but then when you're trying to make an attempt intimately, right? She puts the blocks on and things. So, once again, a good red flag maybe to avoid or to note, or to maybe 3 or 4 days later when you see her again or set up a date to bring it up, right? Hey, I would like to talk about so and so and so, and then, right, we're just trying to, communicate and see, is it a good fit? Is it not a good fit? What happened? What did you really have a headache? Stuff like that.
All right. So we go to number 11.
Okay.
All right. So for number 11, common lie is that they always say, I don't like young guys. I only like old men. Because most of the bar customers are already in their probably 30s, 40s, or even beyond their beyond age, which is about 50s, 60s. Yeah. And one way to attract these customers that they always say that that they don't like really the young men. But the mere fact that this is a great lie, because if you are what do you call this? If you are if you heard from them that you are attractive to these foreigners, then definitely they will start courting them, right? And
I think at a certain degree, I think the women would say that they like old men. Do you think that as far as money, let's just say, because I know me and you were playing pickleball and volleyball the other night, and we were playing with, I would say, probably 90% of retirees, meaning like they retired from the States. One guy was from Canada, Quebec, and then somebody else from somewhere.
Germany.
Was that what, Germany?
Yeah.
All retired. So they're, the women know, hey, the older they are, the more they are, like, they're on retirement. They have a pension, and that's more or less what, the bar girls are after, right? Oh, he's making X amount in a pension.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an easy way to flirt and lead them on a little bit, sexually and things. But then, right, trying to hook them, like we always say, hook them right, with a bait and tackle as far as hooking them, for that. So I'm sure, because sometimes I walk down the streets and I'll have these like tight shirts. I like a lot of deep V. I'm pretty fit, so. I remember even in the Philippines, walking in Manila and Angeles, I wouldn't have a shirt. It's just so warm, and so I wouldn't have a shirt. So I think just for me, I didn't get a lot of the compliments walking down the street. Like you always say, like, oh, hey, sexy man, or massage man, right? And they're trying to grab you and stuff, compared to maybe a 70-year-old or a 75 that's really not fit, but he's a little older, but they probably know psychologically, well, he's got a pension, right? He's retired. Yeah, sure, it's easier money than that young guy that's just, right, trying to hook up overseas. Yeah,
because normally for younger men, they can be more frugal and probably demanding.
Oh, sure.
So that's why, that's why they ended up with the older men, because it's easy cash and likely give tips for these programs.
Now, what I noticed too, just being you playing sports all the time here in Bangkok, that meeting just a few people, we met, I think, 2 people that had enough with, I think, England and the States. I think the other guy was from somewhere, Illinois or Chicago or something. They said they had enough, right? Divorce and the way men are like depicted in the States and in England. They said they had enough, so they actually moved here to actually date a Thai girl, all right, and live a more like cheaper life, because unbelievably, you are treated better here in Thailand. You're so much more respectful. Everyone says, thank you. People wave in the shopping center. Me and Mark were just shopping at Louis Vuitton, something right over here. People were so friendly, or showing us the little different like watches and the jewelry and the stuff. So that was that. My next point is, and I know I said it before, but so we can maybe skip it or just go quickly over this one. I said she won't let you see her room. Let's just say, right? Remember we were talking about her ID. She won't share. But let's just say she came over to your condo, right? And date number 2, right? You came over to your condo, and then date 5 or 6, you never she never lets you see like where she's staying. So that would be a little lie. But I know I said it on the ID earlier, so if you wanted to fast forward, we can, or I can talk a little bit as far as she doesn't let you see her apartment or where she's staying, or her home per se.
All right. So number 12. Okay. So one common lie that happens to a Thai bar girl when you try to hook on them is that they don't answer your calls. Yeah. Why? Why? What do you think? Why they don't answer the call coming from a customer? So because when they answer your call, definitely they really wanted to have a date with you. But if not, there are probably other reasons why they don't pick up the phone. Okay, or probably they have another customers, or probably they're dealing with their boyfriends once you gotta call them for a date, or probably for
Sure.
a short.
I didn't know if you had
Yeah.
something that was. I was just gonna say she's probably with another Farang from
Farang,
Germany or a thing, but I thought you might be leading that in a little different direction. I wasn't too sure on that.
So thank you so much, Steve Carlton from from Australia. Thank you so much for tuning in on our live tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much. I love everyone's support and
Thank you
this-
for sharing the live all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. All right.
My next tip, Mark, as far as some of the lies that I was gonna go into, is I just put it in a sort of in a fashion way. So hopefully this is maybe just a little, because I know I could go on and on about parents or her ID or her age, but I put it in a little different fashion way. Meaning this, and I can go in a lot of different ways on this, but I just put her size, meaning like she's a size 1, so she lies about her size as far as her dresses, because everyone likes a cute, slim, petite girl. But I also have dated myself, and even on date 1, I'll say, man, those are really nice extensions, and then she'll get mad at me and say those aren't extensions, and they'll have that little what we call tension those first few dates. But then a few months later, she's saying they were extensions, right? Oh, of course, I wear. Put in the eyelashes, the magnetic eyelashes are so popular now. Now the makeup, whether it could be lipo, on your lips and stuff. So I just put she lies about her size, but going into that more, it could be about like everything. Her eye, everything's natural, right? Oh, I'm natural until you sort of get intimate with them, and then she had a boob job, 3 years ago, and maybe who knows, the bar paid for her lipo as far as weight loss and things. So I just put that for some of the lies, and that would be a physical lie, right?
Yeah.
My hair is natural, but I mean us men, no, right? Extensions and all that.
Okay, for number 15. So probably you will encounter some girls saying that when you ask them if you found out something on their social media accounts, or probably on their camera rolls, a person, especially a guy, popping into their photos on their phones, and then you ask the question, who is he? And then probably they might say that he is just a friend, or probably he's a gay friend. Now, this most motivation for deception is straightforward. so that she wants the person to know that she's still single. Yeah, and perhaps hoping you will seek to fill that void and develop a probably a romantic relationship. Yeah, so they lie about having boyfriends, and this could be a probable condition that they can let's say tell the guy that she's still available. Yeah, and they can start having a relationship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Next one is 16. Is that what we're on?
Number 16. Yeah.
16.
One more to go.
16. I put down this one. So we're interested in a person, and then a few dates in or a few like visits in, she's saying things that just like really like are not what you were told the first date or so. So one of the things is I'm going to go backwards to forwards. A lot of the men that are on our channel, and Mark and I think Mark was just doing a one-on-one session with a guy, but he had two other friends that were asking questions and right for the group per se. So a lot of the men that we call like expats, right, foreigners going to Thailand, what they're trying to do is meet a Thai woman. What that means is she would have a Thai residency. Now we know a lot of bar girls are from Cambodia. They're from Laos. They're from
Outskirts of the city,
yeah,
or probably
wherever
yeah.
outside of
The-
Thailand is.
yeah.
So they don't have a Thai residence. But once again, what we're saying is that everyone, as far as just the lies that people, oh, I have a Thai residence, but remember our tip number 3 or 4, she won't show you her ID. So that's what I wrote down for there. Just going backwards, forward into this, she sort of lies about being a Thai residence because, Mark, there is a lot of amazing tax benefits for a man owning a business. Let's just say I own a business in London, right? With the taxes are extreme. They're almost like Canada. It's like 30%. So, right, if we marry a Thai girl, we get along and you get married. There is a lot of tax. What would they call it? Benefits, advantages to having the Thai residence compared to dating somebody, right? And a few months later, you find out she's from Cambodia. She's from Laos. She doesn't have the Thai residence.
Yeah. All right. And for number 17, what do you think? Okay, so most bar girls, they always say that, oh, chop di mak, chai di mak, chop you mak. I like you so much. Yeah, you have a very good heart. And sometimes these customers, they feel that, oh my god, it's such a very good compliment. And that's the start of everything. So the man feels that the Thai bar girls like them so much, or they love them, but in the end this is a true lie. Yeah,
Which is amazing, Mark.
it's a make
because
believe. Yeah,
in Europe, right, women really don't compliment men. Even like me, I think I'm a really great at fit. Right, I'll walk down the streets. Your heart, especially in the States, if you get a compliment from a woman, I would assume, I don't want to put labels on anything, but she's probably like bi or lesbian, just because like gay guys will compliment me. Wow, your perfume smells so good. But like to get a compliment from a woman, I dated tons of women. And they're women in nature don't really say, "Wow, he's really handsome." Wow, I really like his t-shirts. Wow, right, your butt really looks good in those jeans. So you don't really get the compliments. So that's sort of like a trap, I'm gonna say, because even when I came to Thailand in Colombia as well, the girls were, oh, you sexy man, In Colombia, it's called. There's something that's called beautiful. I forgot the word, primo or something. But they,
Hermoso. Hermoso?
no,
No. Guapo.
something where it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, you, if it's
Guapo.
guapo, oh, you guapo, oh, you guapo. So you get these compliments, and you think, wow, I don't get that in London,
Yeah.
right? I don't get that in
Guapito.
England, right?
Yeah.
So the culture shock for men is interesting to walk on the streets. And, you sexy man, you sexy. You're thinking, wow, I'm 75. When's the last time I got a comp? And then you're talking to the girl, then you buy her drinks, and right, then you have a few dates, and the next
Yeah.
thing you know, she's trying to hit you up for 50,000 baht for her for her sick brother, and
Yeah.
and you don't know what you got into, you know.
So in most in most cases, the bar girl hopes only that her client will choose to spend more time with her rather than with other women in the bar, and she might be setting the stage for a long-term relationship, probably if that works, and both outcomes will typically yield her more money that is simple one night encounter. Yeah.
Are we
So
on 18 or 19?
okay, we're now on number 18.
18 is really cool for me. You know, the thing is about, for me, I always pack light. I'll always pack maybe like a duffel bag or a suitcase. And when I go into that hotel, I am not waiting for that plane or the luggage for a few hours. I mean, there are some certain occasions, of course, I'll go in and I'll have, things, but for most often. So I put just a little lie mark on number 18 or 19.
19.
19. Oh, okay. 18, I just said, doesn't like a lot of clothes. Now, usually some of the cool things about a guy, when you find somebody that's very minimalistic or like, what would I say, like doesn't like to buy a lot, doesn't like the dresses and the high heels and stuff. So the trap would be like some of those things, like going out, oh, I don't, buy dresses, I don't buy heels, I don't buy, bras and lingerie, I don't buy jeans and things. So I just put a little lie as far as being minimalistic, because that could be a trap. And you get in a relationship, and then she's saying, "Hey, right, I need a dress because we're going out on dancing on Friday." And then a few days later, "Hey, I need jeans because right now we're just piling on a lot of the clothes and stuff that could really tap into your retirement and your finances."
Okay, for number 19, last two. Okay, this is what I observed from Thai bar girls. Sometimes when you ask them how long have they worked in the bar, and they always say it's my first week, or probably my first month, or probably my first day. In this situation, this is a common fabrications that bar girls in the Thailand tell their foreigner clients. Um, Whether she claims it's her first day, a week, or even a month working in a bar, you can easily bet that these statements are really untrue, and a clear indication that she's lying, probably if she is able to speak decent English, because most Thai women or bar girls, they rarely speak the English language. They tend to speak their local language, which is Thai, and then once they have already uh, uh, what do you call this? They're already fluent in English language. Probably you can see that they have a long exposure with foreigners, or probably they studied in the university. That's why they were able to talk fluently. And I think that is a big lie once you get to know about these partners. They don't they are not newbies in the business. Probably they've been working for months or even years, because in bars you can easily find is money right there and there. And then hit for number 20.
I'll do number 20.
Yeah.
And Mark, do you think just to throw this in there, besides the lies and everything, if people were like hitting up a lot of these bar girls, especially Patsy, it's just loaded with like street after street after street, a little bit different than Bangkok. Where do you think, besides hitting some of the dating apps, where do you think would be a good spot to just to meet single girls compared to going through all the like we're covering the lies?
Okay.
Would it be a nail? Would it be like a nail salon? Would
Yeah,
it be
salon
like
probably meetups where
like a make?
sports events are happening. Yeah, or probably
Now, what sport events though? Because I know like when me and you play like
Yeah.
in pickleball, there's like 30 men, but there's maybe like two women. So,
yeah.
what do you think?
What's the probability? Yeah.
Where's the hot spots for women that men can visit? I don't know, like what sports women play
Um,
here in Thailand.
yeah, based on my experience, if you go to probably disco bars, you can find decent women there, and also if you probably go to not red light districts or probably in shopping malls where there are food stores, and then you can see a lot of decent women that you can try.
Now, I learned because one of my friends was a musician in Los Angeles, and he always said that women like two things. Women love music, so he would always bring out his guitar, right? Women love music, and they love hearing things, meaning like singing and dancing. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking like if you really want to avoid all these 20 lies, and we'll cover it in another different video, but I'm thinking hit the nail salons. That would be a good
Yeah.
start. Maybe some yoga studios.
Correct.
But also,
Yoga, yeah. Fitness.
well, the dance. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen on the street. Is it the street, that little plaza? They had a dance.
Yeah, the dance
center.
classes.
Yeah, they had dance. And there was a
center.
dance class going on.
Yeah.
And for me, because I went in and I said, "Oh, do you have open dances?" And they said something about 6 or 7 o'clock, but I didn't make the
Yeah.
time in it. It was 90% women just
Yeah.
dancing to R&B and
Yeah, Latin.
whatever you're doing, the choreographed dancing. Jump in on a class like that,
Correct.
and just say hi. Next girl, hi, my name is right. You're just avoiding the bar scene.
The bar
for
scene,
there. I wanted.
We have a lot of beautiful and decent women in Thailand.
Yeah.
So, bars is
Honest,
not- yeah.
honest people, probably
Correct.
doctors and attorneys and stuff
Yeah.
that go out and dance and do yoga or maybe just get their nails done.
Yeah.
Every few weeks on Tuesdays. And,
Correct.
number 20 is I'm going back to the Go Dutch with the NFL player. I'm gonna do this one, Mark, on number 20. So if you guys stuck around, this was number 20. Is we usually put these lists together, and then me and Mark will organize them either the day before or a few hours before. And we sort of rank them. And of course, as we promote these, we always say, stick around to the end on number 20 or the last three. We're going to share these bonuses and bonuses. I think this one is really super powerful. So I just put money on number 20. So let's go into number 20 really quick as we end this video. And for everyone, thanks everyone here. I'm just going to check some of I got another thumbs up from there, and just trying to see some other comments.
Yeah.
Oh, a little
From Julie.
party little emoji from Julia. That's awesome. So thank you so much. We love doing these lives. We love sharing our information with you. Mark's been a travel agent. He helps everyone in so many ways. Traveling, where to go, where not to go. The other day we were talking about airports and where to stay. This one we're talking about lies as far as the bar girls. So let's go into number 20, our bonus one. So if you stuck around, here's our bonus number 20. It's called money. So basically what it is on date number 2 or 3, you ask her to pay for the date. Meaning like, oh, let's go, we were just talking about dancing. Let's go to Bebop a dance center for a choreographed like DJ music. but it's I don't know, Mark. Maybe it's 300 baht. I don't know how much those classes are. Let's just say it's
Correct.
300 or 500 baht. And you're saying, well, I'd like to go, but I paid for the first few dates. Can you pay for for this one? See, this is for me where like sort of the honesty comes in, because if she says no, we already know. Well, hey, there's really no
it's a red
reason,
flag.
right? There's no reason to keep pursuing,
Correct.
even though if I'm in my 60s and I'm 70s, and I really like she's Thai, she's cute, you know. So if you ask her to pay, we know some of these bar girls. Mark did an interview. I don't know when it's going to post on our channel, but he did an interview on did I call it correct? It's a papasan. It's like the manager of the whatever it is.
The bar.
Yeah, the bar here. And the girls make a hell of a lot of money. I mean, so for them not to like pick up the tab on your little dance or salsa or, you know, choreographed, you know, dance together would definitely ruffle some feathers for that. So that's number 20. You know, please, you know, we'll always say like be upfront, right, and just making sure that we sort of are direct in saying, hey, let's do a dance night. We got to be there at 7 p.m. But I'd like for you to, right, you know, date me, you know, pay for me, and right, take care of me, the man, right, that has the retirement and has the pension, right. That's what she's going after. But she has to prove, right, that she's, you know, worthy and good, you know, for it. So that would be my big number 20.
So that concludes our 20 common tips for you to understand or to probably keep in mind when you visit Thailand. So I hope that your bar will be pleasant, your bar hopping will be pleasant by knowing all these popular tips, so that your trip to Thailand is going to be excellent, happy, worry-free, and of course, probably you find the best partner, or the best partner in life, if ever that you're looking into women, Thai women in the future.
Sure. I think, Mark, we put together a really great live presentation. It's 20 most popular lies that bar girls tell, you know, foreigners in Thailand. So just like anything else, everyone, right, we're giving you tips and tricks on what to do, what not to do. We have some videos coming out that are all like expert versus newbie. Right? So it's like me and Mark are experts. We know where to go, what to avoid, and even with bar girls and stuff. But the newbies, they're guessing, they're making mistakes, they're losing money, and then they get trapped in these relationships. So
correct.
Same thing, you know, all of our information is we're pretty much like packed with tips, tricks, and hacks. If you haven't already, book your one-on-one consultation call. It's really cool. You sit down with me and Mark. We cover your questions, your answers, where you're flying, you know, from what is it, like Thai visas, traveling insurance, all that kind of stuff.
Retirement visas available, then Thailand is one of the best options that you need to consider. Yeah, they have the elite Thai visa, elite visa for retirees. Yeah, we will touch that thing in our upcoming live streaming.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
Okay.
So
thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.
I'll check our chats really quick. Other than that, we're signing off for tonight. Thank you again. Everyone have a great evening, or if you're in the East Coast, as far as the States or South America, it is probably 9 a.m. So I hope you have a great morning to you.
And please don't forget to hit the like button, share, and also subscribe on our new channel. And have a great day or evening wherever you are in the world. We love you so much. Bye bye.
See you in your travels, everyone.
See you.